What's up, everybody? This is the first Workhorse Podcast. We're going to be doing a podcast every week, every other week. I'm not making any commitments, but we'll see how it goes. You know this guy?
What's going on?
It's Ebe. I'm Gene. What's up? What are we talking about today?
I'm talking about Squatober.
It's Squatober. It's the third. You might be watching this next week, but it's 3 days in. How you feeling?
Sore. Very sore. For multiple reasons.
Yeah, we did 100 back squats. That was not smart.
No.
But why did we do it?
Because, honestly, whenever we do these kind of challenge things, I like doing the radio class, but I like doing some extra things too.
Right.
And I know you do too.
Extracurricular activities.
Exactly. And I think it's just fun to try to do things that you might never do, probably ever again, because there was probably no reason to do it in the first place. And
True.
I think it's just ways to challenge you that, you know, I think that's what makes this kind of fun always. And I think that's why a lot of us get into this, is we're always doing something different every single day. So when you have like big milestone things, it can help push yourself mentally and kind of prove to yourself too when you come into like a regular class or a workout that we normally do that you've done something harder or that took a lot more mentally. Mm-hmm. And so it just kind of, again, it helps to get you kind of mentally to the next level. It doesn't really matter about how we perform physically as much as it is a mental game, because I think that's the big thing with fitness and all this is it doesn't matter what we do when we come in today. It doesn't matter how many reps we get. What matters is that we're here and we're constantly coming here, and whatever we see the workout is, that's not going to stop us from coming in and just doing the best we can that day.
That's right. That's why Squatober is a 15 or a 20-day challenge, right? Because think about coming in 3 days a week, or 4 days a week, or God forbid, 5 days a week. Think about where you'll be at the end of that month versus where you started at the beginning of the month. Specifically doing something like squats, right?
Yeah.
So Squatober, in case you don't know, started at Sorinex. So Sorinex strength equipment is where all of our strength equipment comes from, the rig in particular. And they're based here in Columbia, which is awesome. Not only is it a USA company, but it's a Columbia, South Carolina USA company, which is kind of cool. So they came up with it, right? They kicked it off, I want to say 2014? 2014 was the first year they did it? I don't know, I could be wrong. They've been doing it for a while, and they actually do put out a program, but we do our own program here, just because that's what we do. But the challenge is not so much squatting, right, which that's what we're doing, but it's about showing up and being here for each other, right, for 15 or 20 days. Right.
Yeah, and again, I talked with a few people, what's the last Friday or the Friday before that, and actually Becky last night, we had to talk about it, that, there's some people that come in and try to go all out and go really hard, and that's what they care about. They care about the score, they care about the leaderboard. And I was talking specifically last night with Becky about, if we could take a time machine, or there's a lot of things I regret. I wish I could take a lot more videos than I do.
Sure.
And, show them to people that, like with Becky, who's been doing this for 5 years, where she was.
Oh, man, I know.
And then where she was when she had to get lower back surgery, right? So that kind of was a milestone, and she was restricted on things. And now to where she is now, where she was doing toes to bar into a chest to bar pull up yesterday.
Yeah, she was. That's incredible.
Yeah, it's crazy to see where people start and where they are. And it wasn't because she came in and maxed out and tried to beat everyone every single day.
Right.
She stayed consistent, and when I first started Workhorse, she was literally the most consistent person. She came every single morning, Monday through Friday.
Well, now, give Becky props. She is here every day.
Yeah.
She doesn't just hide behind being a coach.
Yeah.
She works out every day.
Yeah, and that's what I mean too, is even before she was a coach though,
Yes.
and before she was like fully invested in the Workhorse, she came every morning class. There was a lot of mornings back when we first started where it was just me and her.
Wow.
And so when you come consistently and you just keep doing the best that you can that day, and what I mean, that might be 70%. Maybe you slept bad. Maybe you're really sore. Maybe you're not feeling so good. You ate something and you know, not feeling great, but you still know that you need to come in and get your workout. That means doing the best that you can that day, not putting pressure on yourself on how you perform, rather than put the pressure on if you're here or not, because that's all that matters.
That's right.
If all you can do is go through the motions that way, because mentally you had a tough day, maybe you had a loss in the family, or work's not going great, that's okay. Just come in, sweat a little bit. That's consistency. Over 5 years, then you get to where Becky is, where when she first started, you know, she modified everything. You know, I don't even know if she was doing kipping poles, and if she was doing a lot of bands. Now, no bands at all. She can do chest to bars. You know, her next task, I think we would get her to do a muscle up. So that's what we're looking at. To get her
muscle ups.
Yeah, I think that's,
just go through the motions, but at least you go through the motions.
Yeah.
As opposed to doing nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
We're not athletes. You know, we're not playing a professional sport. Those guys have to literally push themselves to the limit on their off season, so that they're in the best condition.
Because everyone else is doing it.
Yeah. Because they're performing against the best. We're performing against trying to stay healthy for as long as we can, right? That is our battle.
Right.
And doing that, all it comes down to is one thing, which is consistency on nutrition and on working out.
Yeah, that consistency, right? So that's also discipline too, right?
Yeah.
Which is the harder side of consistency, I think. I think a lot of times we're always looking for inspiration, right? We're always looking to be inspired. I know I'm big into that stuff, but you're always looking for that quote or that meme or whatever it is that's going to inspire you, or whatever. Maybe Squatober is inspiring you to come in, but what happens when you run out of inspiration?
Yeah.
What do you pull from?
Yeah, for me, it's like what I try to do with myself is I find my baseline, which my baseline, what I mean is in my consistency. This is the minimal amount that I will let myself like work out a week. So what is the least I can do? I have to at least do 3 times a week. That's what I make myself. Even if it's a 5-minute, I'm going to squat for 5 minutes, do as many as I can. Or I'm going to do burpees for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's sometimes, some days with work and how life goes, that's what it is, but it's something where I'm getting my heart rate up, right? So minimum will always do 3 times a week, right? Now, with that, there's, again, times where I might be more inspired. I'm coming in 5, I might do 2 workouts in a day. That's great. But as long as I don't go below my threshold, then I'm not going to get into those long slumps where we're out. Now, there's times where I've been sick and things like that.
That's not the same thing.
That's different, right? But just mentally, if you're tired, things like that, you can still, at home, just 10 minutes, do some sit-ups, do some push-ups. Don't count how many reps you do, who cares? Just come in, sweat, go on a treadmill.
Yeah.
You know,
walk or something. Yeah. I think it leads into your diet as well. You can approach your diet the same way.
Yeah.
Which is like, you know, because it's not good to always be dieting, right?
Yeah.
Always be in a caloric deficit, always be in dieting. It's better if that is a lifestyle, right? So if you're generally, your baseline is that I generally eat okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna slip, we all slip, but generally I eat okay. And I slip, but then I go back to my baseline.
Yeah.
It's the same with working out.
Yeah, with diet, it's kind of, you know, I've talked about this when we did the paleo challenge with some of those people, but it's, you know, find a couple places in town where if you're not cooking at home, or if you're not doing prime gourmet meals, that a place that you can go, which we just went to prime gourmet, you can just go there.
Yeah.
And awesome. Eat healthy, but find those places close to work. Know that that's where you're gonna go to. And the hardest thing I think for a lot of people is not letting other things or other people influence them. And so you just gotta, that is a mental hurdle that you gotta do with yourself, which is just don't let people affect who you are or what you wanna be.
Right.
Which is easier said than done, but if you can make small goals in it. Like this week I'm gonna make sure Monday and Tuesday I'm 100% healthy, right? Meaning good meals. And then try to add in Wednesday, try to add in Thursday.
Right.
And then again, I think I generally do, it's 80% paleo for me.
Yeah, 80-20.
Yeah, and so Friday evenings, Saturdays kind of do whatever, and then Sundays we usually cook, get back on track, and then it's primal gourmet meals, or we do urban cookhouse, we do Rosewood Market, which all of our members very soon should have a sign up, but anyone that goes there gets 10% off at the deli.
That's pretty rad.
Which is cool. That's right on Rosewood across from the Publix, and then, or go to Primal Gourmet, which is not far from downtown.
Yeah.
So
that's my new favorite place.
Yeah, those are 3 places that are.
They have breakfast now, which is really not good for my pocket, but it's really good.
Yeah. I knew something about it earlier. I'm very jealous.
Breakfast.
If I lived closer to there, I'd probably go there every morning.
So you're probably watching this dropping on Monday. I'm going to try to time it with the Monday emails. So anything for the week? Getting into next week?
I think we're going to post our extracurricular activities if anyone wants to hop in and do them.
Ooh.
So our first one that we did was 135-pound back squats. We each did 100.
It only took about 25-30 minutes.
It was actually quicker than that.
We
started around 5:08 and we finished around
right at 5:30. Yeah. I can barely walk, but
yeah.
It's okay.
Definitely feeling it today. But today we are going to do together, so it'll be half. But we're going to do a mile of lunges together.
Yeah.
So we'll each do it. So
get to lunge and.
So again, the point of those things are we're not doing it for time. We'll probably never do it again. But
hopefully.
But it's more of, if you want something that can push you and try to get you to that next level where you're going to have to dig deep and finish something brutal, like a lot of people like to do races, things like that.
Yeah, those are good.
This is a very similar mindset, right? This is giving something for us to build on, and then we'll try to post those. I would say at the end of each week we might post all the ones that we did, so everyone can try to attempt them for the next week.
Dip in there with us.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Anything else? Good?
I think we're good.
All right.
See you later.